We all understand the twinge of discomfort at the thought that we share a common ancestor with the apes. No one can embarrass you like a relative. Our closest ones, the chimpanzees, frequently behave inappropriately in public. There's an understandable human need to distance ourselves from them. A central premise of traditional belief is that we were created separately from all the other animals. It's easy to see why this idea has taken hold. It makes us feel special. But what about our kinship with the trees? How does that make you feel? Okay, here's a segment of the oak tree's DNA. Think of it like a barcode. The instructions written in the code of life tell the tree how to metabolize sugar. Now let's compare it with the same section of my own DNA. The DNA doesn't lie. This tree and me, we're long-lost cousins. And it's not just the trees. If you go back far enough, you'll find that we share a common ancestor with the butterfly, gray wolf, mushroom, shark, bacterium, sparrow. What a family. Other parts of the barcode vary from species to species. That's what makes the difference between an owl and an octopus. Unless you have an identical twin, there's no one else in the universe with the exact same DNA as you. Within other species, the genetic differences provide the raw material for natural selection. The environment selects which genes survive and multiply. When it comes to the genetic instructions for life's most basic functions, say digesting sugars, we and other species are almost identical. That's because those functions are so basic to life, they evolved before the various life forms branched off from each other. This is our tree of life. Science has made it possible for us to construct this family tree for all the species of life on Earth. Close genetic relatives occupy the same branch of the tree, while more distant cousins are farther away. Each twig is a living species, and the trunk of the tree represents the common ancestors of all life on Earth. The stuff of life is so malleable that once it got started, the environment molded it into a staggering variety of forms. 10,000 times more than we can possibly show here. Biologists have cataloged 500,000 different kinds of beetles alone. Not to mention the numberless varieties of bacteria. There are many millions of living species of animals and plants, most of them still unknown to science. Think of that. We have yet to make contact with most of the forms of terrestrial life. That's how many kinds of life there are on this tiny planet alone. The tree of life extends its feelers in all directions, finding and exploiting what works, creating new environments and opportunities for new forms. The tree of life is 3.5 billion years old. That's plenty of time to develop an impressive repertoire of tricks. Evolution can disguise an animal as a plant. Taking thousands of generations to contrive an elaborate costume that fools predators into looking elsewhere for someone to eat. Or it can disguise a plant as an animal, evolving blossoms that take on the appearance of a wasp, the orchid's way of fooling real wasps into pollinating. This is the awesome shape-shifting power of natural selection. Among the dense, tangled limbs of the vast tree of life, you are here. One tiny branch among countless millions. Science reveals that all life on Earth is one.